on that shit, know you hate a little nigga. New hoes wanna fuck up, my paper got bigger. Tell me pull up and I'm standing on business. Whole squad blicky duck shit, we came from the trenches. Sipping the juice to get realer and realer. These records that's killing my liver. Never duck shots from a nigga, but I call shots from a nigga. On block with the killers. Came up was broke on the block talking pride. Now I'm on the block getting richer. Out in the field, I do weather the storm. I promise I'm really about what I'm spitting. You niggas faking, I knew you before. We all picked up guns, you not with the tipping. Bitches ain't love me, I grew up some more. And then she wanted to call me about the position. Dropped my first tape and I blew up some more. Then started a label with pops in the kitchen. Dipping, faded all runs, now I'm rolling, I'm tripping. Zooming, swearing a lot, now I'm tinted. Booted, with two bad bitches up in it, I planned it, I did it, they hate how I'm living 100%. I ride for my niggas.
Chocolate chip and sip all day, every day.
Talk Heavy podcast, man. You guys did a brilliant job.
Highly recommend for a girls' night out, or I need to spice up my life. Listen, don't miss the next one, okay? Click the link in my bio, get updates. I love you guys.
Me, nigga, to give me, you gotta be bold. I was done bad, all on my own. Came in with the bag, off of the floor. Now it's all vibes, I'll be in the zone.
Welcome to the first half of the Talk Heavy Podcast.
Hey, G, we back for another fire episode in April 13th. We got a live show, so I brought a special guest who's going to be here with us.
Hey, Dev, let's get it popping, baby.
You already know who it is. It's Dev Nasty, a.k.a. Dangerous Dev Nasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mama Out, a.k.a. Choke Your Pop Out. And we are back with a very, very special episode. We got some weird, freaky motherfuckers in the building tonight. I thought this nigga put motherfucking dick and balls on my table. I wasn't feeling that. Found out it wasn't dick and balls, so we all good. But before we talk to the person next to me that I know does filthy things, I can feel the aura. I feel like things from my old career path. I feel that aura of where my life was years ago. But across from me, we have a man who was in here with a paddle that says slut. He's in here with a paddle that says owned. There's whips, there's chains, there's Wolverine claws in the building. Mr. Freak Ass Ball, introduce yourself.
Not Freak Ass Bull. We gotta get that together.
We gotta fix that
Freak Ass Bull. So I'm Sir LEEZUS, Central Sadist Dominant. I'm an expert in erotic power exchange. So that's who I am. Yes.
The
Yes.
master.
I do what I do. Do what I do.
Put the sound effects in there. Whoosh, whoosh.
Hey,
All right,
hey.
and next to me, we have a person who is some form of adult entertainment. I don't understand exactly what it is. Introduce yourself and let us know what you do.
Hey y'all, I'm Chocolate, heavy on the lit part, and y'all gotta come to the show to see what we about.
Hey, man, see y'all on April 13th, man.
Man, they don't even know yet.
Right.
Calm down. We about to get into it. Yeah. It's the Prince of Hunting Park, the BBW lover, the pregnant woman slayer, Mr. 2 push-ups a night, the man built in the image of God himself, Slice Maximus.
It's the North Philly legend. Strawberry Mansion's finest. The BBW hater, the pregnant woman creator. They still calling me Jesus' first cousin. He go raw cause the condom keep bussin'. From North Philly to South Beach, cause that's about as long as this pipe reach. You should always fuck with a chick that stutter from the get-go, cause you might bust your nut before she say no.
And ladies,
Sucking dick is good for your mental health, so don't do it for him.
Do it for yourself.
Hey.
G_winner.
I got a feeling this one means it.
And do.
I don't want to play no games. I don't know where we go, so I know y'all new to the show. We could jump right into the action,
No, let's get into the action.
or we
Let's get into the action.
GB horny.
We about to act.
So all right, so I'm gonna do
Get
like
into the
this.
action.
I'm gonna do like this. The gentleman next to me is going to be at the live show, Sip and Talk Heavy. Right?
Yes.
He's into some of the things that I'm into.
Yeah, you definitely you like.
I'm excited to have this gentleman here, so I'm gonna let him get into it, man. Tell him what you're doing and show us some of the demonstration items that we
Well, you
have.
can demonstrate it.
It's gonna be no demonstrating on my guy right here. Now he can help me out with this nasty little thing over here, and we can get something popping right there.
I mean,
But
we can get it popping. We got free camera.
I can't be accountable for his studio getting all wet up and everything like that because I don't know what the insurance is.
Don't worry about the electricity. He insured.
So I'm a professional dominant. I'm in a BDSM community.
Okay.
Right. So a lot of people don't know what BDSM is. So I always say, have you ever seen 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
So most people have seen 50 Shades of Grey. So 50 Shades of Grey is BDSM, right? So that made it comfortable for people to start exploring, experimenting, because you saw it on the mainstream TV. I mean, on the movies and all that stuff, whatever.
Right.
So it started sparking a lot of people's interest. But I've been doing that for 20 years. You see what I'm saying? So it made it acceptable. And now you see the little novelty toys in the stores and people are pushing it out there. So now everybody wants to do it in the bedroom. So now here I come. I've been doing it for 20 years and it opened up a lane for me to introduce my people to it in a sexy, seductive, and damn, I need that shit. Where that's been all my life. You turn into your partner like, bro, why you ain't like, what's up? Like, why you ain't introduced me to this? So I got into the realm of actually performing, doing private sessions and putting it out there for people that weren't able to be introduced to it and showing them that there's a sexy way. It's not just a thing for white folks. You know what I mean?
That was my question. I was literally about to say that how the niggas get into this.
Yeah, but see, they come across somebody like me and they're like, oh, he a nigga. You know what I mean? I'm an educated black man, but I'm a nigga. You see what I'm saying? And I'm able to show people like, hey, listen, there's a lot of women that love this. You know what I mean? A lot of women that get introduced to this, and it opens up a whole new realm. You got to think about it. Somebody has been with a partner for 20 years, 15 years, whatever, so they around 30 to 45, whatever, and they've never been spanked erotically. They've never had somebody intentionally choke them for sexual gratification. Hand around your throat, fingers in your pussy, telling you to hold that shit, you know what I mean? Telling you to talk to me nasty, whatever, so-and-so, and you doing that
tell
intentional.
him that's Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
In our household, baby.
So, but you take that and you start to play with those ideas, and then you put together your kinky experience with your partner, with your person, or just somebody that you fucking on a regular. You see what I'm saying?
Dev called me a freak ass bull when I said this last year.
Yeah.
He
like
was the first person that we ever heard of that like electrocuted.
He electrocutes his nipples.
So I do that. So electric play.
You electrocute your nipples?
I don't electrocute my nipples per se, but I have electrocuted myself because I need to know what it feels like when I'm doing it on a partner.
Hold on. No. See, no, that's
not
two
my
different
nipples,
things.
though.
First off, that's two different things, right? Let's be clear. He's saying, I need to test the sharpness of this weapon on myself so I can gauge how to put it on this person. You just a freak ass boy that want to electrocute your nipples.
So he's in a sensory play.
This is
Right.
a non-judgmental
Say that shit again.
zone.
No. This is a judgmental.
Yeah, that's
He's in a sensory play. Electric play is a form of sensory play. I do electric play on women all the time.
You got any electric
Right?
play up here?
I have it.
You
out
want to do it
there.
on you?
But what it will do is
No.
it's going to mess up the frequencies of the microphones if I plug it in. I promise you.
I believe it.
But I can also, matter of fact, I'm gonna set you and her up, and y'all can have a nice little experience.
Absolutely
with some
not,
electric I'm just the messenger. I'm here to make dreams come true. So everything started going around to Find Your Kink. So that's my brand, Find Your Kink.
Find Your
Because a lot of black folks it's not been acceptable to us. We don't talk about it out in the open. You know what I mean? I walk around with it on my chest. I'm in the airport with Find Your Kink gear on. You know what I mean? People are asking me questions because I'm able to educate. I'm able to talk about my experiences. I'm able to put people in the right place, put people around like-minded individuals. You know what I mean?
Anybody ever injured?
People do get injured if you're not safe. On my end, I do everything that I need to do to educate myself, to maintain safe, and to I have to negotiate with the person to make sure that we're on the same level. So I'm not doing anything past their personal limits or their hard limits.
I saw a nigga that just wanted to get wrapped up like a sandwich. He died this whole last weekend. You seen it probably,
but
right?
You know, there's people that's a money grab for people. Oh, I can do that. Not everybody is. Somebody might ask me, hey, I want to do fire play. I say, no, that's nothing. That's something that I haven't educated myself on. I got $1,000 for you. Let me push you off to somebody else. You have to be okay telling somebody you're not skilled at something.
Motherfuckers be wanting to get set on fire?
No, I can't say who.
We do fire at the show.
I took my good friend, I'm trying not to incriminate him, to an experience, right? And so we was all celebrating, and the girl put shaving cream all over his body, set him on fire while he's on the ground.
Ooh. It was,
And then she jumped on top of him.
that was
and
a
put it out
stripper
for
that did
ride.
that.
Yeah,
Right.
it was a
That
stripper.
wasn't
like
that
And
wasn't
that
a
might
skilled
not be
person.
fire play. I don't know, but it is fire
I guess
play.
it's
Niggas
fire
on
play.
fire.
That wasn't a skilled person.
I
That was a
mean, he
stripper.
made it out. He don't look like Fred Krueger, so
Hey.
it was a good
Hey.
experience.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I've experienced enough life or death situations, bullets whizzing, things like that. I think I'm good on that. I'm not a shoot the gun next to my head while I nut type of person.
What happens though? What happens, right? You know, if your girl says that, you know what, Dev, I seen the episode. You know what I mean? I think you should spank me.
That's regular shit. But we talking about now.
Like
We talking
you shouldn't
about
fire.
setting people on fire.
No,
If
like-
so
like
let's
with
ask
some-
them.
like
So
with some shit like
no,
this,
so
though, like-
no. I'm gonna tell her,
You gonna tell her no?
nigga. Fuck no, nigga. listen, my nigga. This shit right here, my nigga. Hold on, man. Listen.
But see, that's not a spec.
That's
That's
not a
sensory
spanking
play.
to it.
Listen, I got some shit upstairs that's it's this, but it's not for sex. It's,
Yeah, that's
no,
different.
it's for a nigga's face. You know what I'm saying? This right here is a weapon to me. You feel
Depending
what
how
I'm
you
saying?
look
So
at
let me.
I get you. So if she said, "Yo, scratch me down my ass with this," nah, this is a dangerous game for a nigga like me. But for somebody else, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we niggas is getting older. I don't want to be the nigga. I'm in the middle of rocking. Heart attack, stab my wife in the chest. Man, come on, man.
Well,
Listen,
this
man.
is why you get to explore these type of things.
Tell 'em,
because
girl.
You could remove the fear and tap into the pleasure part of those things. That's one of the reasons why I'm on this journey with Sir LEEZUS, because I don't like pain. But I do want to explore BDSM, and I do want to get to enjoy the pleasure part of it.
Got
So
you.
that's why I chose to-
What does BDSM stand for? Does it mean something, or is it just
Yeah. So bondage, right? Dominance. So BD, so this is bondage. BDS, submissive. BDSM, and you have masters or you have masochists. So S&M, sadomasochism, is part of BDSM, right? So y'all, Rihanna had the song S&M. So a sadist is someone that gets pleasure from inflicting pain. A masochist is someone that gets pleasure from receiving pain. So that's hand in glove. S&M, sadomasochism. So a lot of BDSM is the dominant person is inflicting pain on the submissive person, and the dominant person is turned on by inflicting pain. The submissive person is turned on by receiving the pain. And I tell people, a lot of us have done that during sexual encounters and not even known that. You're fucking your partner, whatever, so-and-so, fucking her from the back, you smack her on the ass.
Yeah, I just
she
did
either
that.
turns around and says, damn daddy, or she turns around, nigga, fuck is you doing? And you done.
Or
if
she
she
say,
turns
"Smack
around,
me harder."
smack me harder, she's getting pleasure from impact. She's getting pleasure from a hand hitting her ass, right? And then you're turned on by her response to that. And you've been practicing BDSM in the bedroom and not even knowing it.
I'm
You ain't even know
sadomasochist,
it.
nigga.
Sadomasochist.
I'm
That sound like
sado-
the final boss on a fucking video game.
Sadomasochist. To add to that, hand around your throat while you fucking her, looking in the eyes, you choking
All
her
right,
shit.
so look,
She's like, choke me harder,
All right,
right?
so look, that's my shit right there,
Yeah.
right?
That's your department.
But
my
that's a
shit.
form of sadomasochism.
I need to get my choke game up.
Yeah.
But what's the best way to choke? Like,
So there's 3 ways to choke, right?
All right.
So you can choke. So you can do a blood choke where you're cutting off the blood circulation, right?
all right, that's like
I don't do that shit.
So that's different. That's how somebody will pass out. That's not safe. So you have to.
I was about to.
Yeah, that's not safe.
I was about to jump in because I joke people every
Yeah.
single day.
So if you know,
I was about to be like,
Yeah.
yo, please don't do this.
Nah,
but go ahead.
so,
Thank
so that's
you.
not safe. Or you completely take away the oxygen, right?
I don't do that either.
I'm just
I ain't
giving you
never
ways.
did that.
There's a lot of
There's
people.
Blood choke
levels.
is faster.
There's
I'm trying to
levels.
count my
So-
my joints, but go ahead.
Or you're doing erotic choke where you just enough that they feel it.
That's
cool.
my shit.
You
Right
do
here.
the blood
This
joint,
is
hold
where
it too
stay.
long,
Yeah.
your girl's retarded.
She's past, yeah. So you don't want
I still fuck her though.
You want to stay in the realm of an erotic choke where it's just enough that she feels your presence. Just
Okay.
enough. You don't want her to pass out, be there, and she a wet noodle, and you shaking her, and you ain't CPR certified, and you know what I mean? So now you in there.
Eating
and
noodles for the
you
next
in- now
20
you
years.
now
now-
you done cut your girl's body up, put her in a suitcase.
Then you on World Star, and now you got a whole fucking viral video of you the boy, just
show the people something, man.
So
What you got
okay,
here?
so I got a couple of things. So this is I got a lot of different type of flogger. So a flogger is made for impact play. So when we're talking about spanking, and you want to chase that high and increase what you're doing. So spanking is the baseline fundamentals of impact play. The simplest thing in the world. You hit a girl on the ass cheek, you spank her, she likes it erotically, right? So you go to something like this that gives a different sensation, right? So it's a flogger. These are called floggers.
Okay.
Right? They're made of different material. It might be suede, leather,
This is
Bison.
army. This is an army general's.
so this was custom made for me.
I see a name engraved in it.
It custom made for me, whatever. So you do paddles. Paddles are a step up from spanking, right? So mine's are a little, let me see how I look on this. I don't know, I was gonna look on the camera. So, this is just to add a little flair to it, own slut. You know what I mean? So when I'm doing shows, they see this, they read it, and this is a different type of impact because it's harder than your hand. This is straight wood. Right? You can have a
This
leather.
why I didn't join the Q Dogs in college.
Hey.
Motherfuckers want to smack niggas with paddles. I knew y'all was some freak ass boys.
It's because when they smacked you, you nutted.
I never joined.
So you gotta have so it's a progression situation. You don't just start with a flogger.
Okay.
If your partner likes being spanked, you say, okay, let's try something else. And what you're doing is you're pushing your limits, right? You're trying to figure out you're going down a rabbit hole. You know what I mean? You want to chase that high, right? So the spanking comes, then you pull another toy out, you get a paddle, then you get a flogger. If you damn, I need more. She says she needs more.
Okay.
You might go to something like a meat tenderizer.
These is the dick and balls I thought, y'all.
So you might go to something like this, right? So I use this for impact play, right? It's real precise and it's tenderizing meat. It's the simplest thing in the world, but it creates a different
That
sensation.
shit got spikes on the end.
That's the shit you use
this
for
is
making
if
steak.
you're if you're hardcore, I wouldn't use these. I don't use these. I
Okay.
I know someone I can use these on, but this is gonna break skin, so you don't want to use this. But something like this that's precise, you put them in a freezer, use them as sensory play. I run them down her back, run them over her body. Then I get into the impact.
She
right?
coming already.
Yeah,
Damn,
she
I
get
got
it.
moaning and
God
shit.
damn.
Damn,
She
you
get
didn't
it.
even get
So
fucking scissors.
different type of impact play, and it's precise.
You ever
can
turn
hit-
on the wrong side by accident? You just caught in the action.
I'm a professional.
All
I'm a
right.
professional. Because as soon as you hit the wrong side, you're breaking skin. Then you got to get into the first aid
So
situation.
what's your favorite out of all of this?
The aftercare.
The aftercare?
Aftercare, explain.
She
The
went to
aftercare is what you do after you've gone through all of these levels
Okay.
and you're complete. 9 times out of 10, you're a different color at the end because it's a lot of impact,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, me personally, my first experience, I didn't know I could turn a different color
Yeah.
until I got to the end. But that's normally the goal for a lot of women that enjoy this type of impact.
They call them
play.
trophies.
Yeah.
They
So-
call bruises trophies in the
Yeah.
BDSM community because they want to earn their trophy. They want to get as deep bruise as possible
Yeah, they
and
wanna
say,
be
I
black,
earned that.
blue,
I worked for
purple.
that.
So I think my question is, does this like something like this, right? Like once you kind of reach this level, like regular dick just don't work for you no more after that, right?
No, no way, no way. This adds to it. There's nothing that can take dick off the table. Let's just get that straight.
Yeah, you did say that. bro.
There are things that there are
Real
things
talk.
that can add to it, that can enhance it, that can make it more pleasurable, that can make you orgasm more or longer. But nothing takes dick off.
But because you know how you masturbate too much and it'd be like it would kind of take some of the
Desensitize some shit.
desensitize you.
But
Like,
even after a female masturbates, she still wants some dick at the end.
So this is foreplay, bro.
Yeah, that's for
So you use this as foreplay because I do this and I don't fuck 95% of the women that I do these encounters with.
And the
they're
women
gonna
are
go find
thirsty
their
for some
partner.
dick after that.
They're going back to
So
their
you
man.
prepping them for their nigga?
Yeah, a lot of times I do. See, my partner.
Do you consider that you ran a train?
that I ran a train?
Yeah.
Y'all kind of fucked together.
I threw
you
the
call that
oop.
train?
I ain't run a train, but I
alley-oop.
threw him a oop though.
All right,
I lined them up.
how many dominations equal a fuck?
How many times do I have to do interaction with somebody before I fuck?
No,
No,
that's not what I'm saying.
So we got like on this show we have like our own book of like
Science.
Okay.
right? So we create these scenarios that we put out into the world and they just become true. Like so to us, like 2 hand jobs, right? If 2 hand jobs is a fuck.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
See what I'm saying? Like if you
Okay.
with your wife and you ask her how many men she been with, she give you a specific number. She never mentioned that she jerked Jeff off 8 times.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Fucked him 4 times.
Do you consider Jeff to be one of her sexual partners that she jerked off 8 times?
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Phil-
every time then because I
Yeah,
end
because they orgasm.
because I end my scenes with doing a forced orgasm with a yoni massage, and I'm penetrating with my hands and I'm making the girl squirt. So I end my sessions
Drink
like
Oh
that.
yeah, so he fucked them all.
So you one
So
for
you
one.
fucked all of them.
So you
So-
fuck every
Yeah,
last
yeah.
bitch
So
in
wait,
this
wait,
thing
wait,
on.
wait,
by
wait.
by,
wait,
by
wait.
y'all standards.
So wait.
Yeah.
So wait. You left that part out. And shit.
That's why I said it's a train.
Yeah. Wait a minute. So you making them squirt and then sending them home to their nigga?
So let me say this right.
Yeah, this sounding
I
not
put
right.
this out here. I have a 98% chance to make any woman squirt for the
Undefeated.
first time. Right.
Yeah. Man,
So
I'm like
I put that
97.
there, but I've educated myself. I perfected my craft. I studied what I was doing. I learned from someone, and that I was able to master it over the years.
Here's
right?
the question.
You
I'm
do the-
sorry
you
to
do the-
interrupt.
you do the-
I had a question.
you do the-
Go.
Push the weight down.
Go. Fuck
Go.
all that.
Go.
Here's
Hey,
the question
my
that
guy
come
gets
across.
it though.
He know it.
I know my
He knows what he's
shit.
talking about. Please go.
Get my shit.
I would have asked you
He
this
gets
come
it.
across the table a lot since we talking about making all these girls squirt.
Okay.
Bro, I
And
know
you're a
my
master,
shit.
right?
I know my shit.
Yes.
bro.
You're a master,
I
right?
would say
Undefeated.
I specialize in
And you think you're a professional,
You're a
right?
professional
Undefeated.
squirter?
You're a professional squirter. Is squirt pee?
No,
No.
of course not.
Okay, so what is it?
Here we go.
All right, so hold on. I got. Let's go there first.
So this is what I'll do for any woman, right? Hydrate throughout the day and use the bathroom, right? Before the session, make sure you use the bathroom. Empty out your
Eat the
bladder.
bladder.
Of course, you're going to get something but it's not coming from where
Right.
it's not the actual pee that's coming out. It's coming from a different. So now you try to get scientific and all that, whatever. So I'm gonna tap somebody in that can explain this on yeah. So you try to get me because obviously he read some books and y'all try to line me up.
At least he see a lot. You see that shit going.
Hey, listen, you try to line me up.
Listen,
I
he's a
see
guy.
where he going.
He's a guy our age. You know what I mean? He's very
He's
wise.
wise, he's
very
wise.
wise. You know, so he come
And
from
been
our
around
era.
a lot of pussy.
Oh, and so have we. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing too. I wanted to know. Do you come across people that you might have to have as a client or whatever that's asking for your services that you do not want to put your motherfucking fingers in?
Ooh.
So okay,
Shit, stay
I
cool.
get a lot of, and I tell these stories, and I'm not gonna put too many crazy out, but with my partners, I express like, yo, listen, it was a tough one. I had to fight my way through it, but I get all types of women. I get beautiful women. I get women that are
Ugly John.
So we say that. I get different sizes. I get people that I would normally not interact with, but I'm going to treat them all the same because I'm a professional and I understand that they may not be able to get this service from somebody else.
Listen.
Right?
How many times?
So-
hold on. Nah. This a different type. This is a different type show. How many times your dick come out?
My dick has never came out during a professional interaction.
5 minutes after.
How many?
Never.
How many minutes
I can keep it
after?
a million.
How many minutes after?
No, consistent, my
I
nigga.
can
Hold on.
keep
Let
it
me
a
tell you
million.
something. My nigga. Let me tell you something. You talking to some niggas, right?
Yeah.
That have done a lot of things, right? And from our regular jobs, right?
Shout out Office Mac.
Look, from our regular jobs, I used to be a professional photographer.
Okay.
That business has a lot of
Perks.
women and things like that in there.
Of course.
At one point, my man right here used to put people direct TV in people's
Yeah.
cribs, and even his direct TV service days would turn into him hooking up cable
And fucking bitches.
and all in
Cable
one
guy.
meat, all in the original meat. So
was
we
professional.
know for a fact that this man right here, after he done did all that to them women, there is a very large percentage, not a small percentage. A large percentage that is like, nigga, I'm not even trying to get in the car and go to my nigga crib. We might as well handle this right here.
No, wait, Dev. Wait, real fast, Dev. You know, I figured it out. I figured it out, bro. You know how many niggas have never made their girl squirt?
A lot.
A lot, right? A lot.
Poor woman. Poor
you making them squirt, right? Something that they've never gotten at home. Even when they go home, who you think they thinking about? Because if she go home and that nigga don't get it right,
they didn't make it to the house. This nigga fucked them.
Now I'm gonna do the reverse on. How many times have they came back and left their nigga?
Ooh, so I've had situations, even just at the show, just seeing it. And the dude not being open to it, like, oh, you into that? So and they like, I'm telling you this what I'm into. Nah, I'm not going back. Next thing you know, she by herself, and I'm like, hey, you? Oh no, I ain't with him no more.
Hold on, I want my man to keep
my girl.
I want my man to keep his marriage alive. Take this shit home with you, brother.
Listen, man, get this shit out of here, my nigga.
So with the question he asking, so I tell people this, right? I get pussy thrown at me all the time. Right? You got to understand. I've been in this lifestyle for 20 years.
Say it again. And you fuck
I'm gonna spit some truth to you. Right? I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been a swinger for 20 years. Right. So I go to my regular outings are around women that are openly like, we're doing this and they're sucking dick right here. They're fucking right there. So I'm around sex way more than the average person. And then I'm a known person in that community. You know what I mean? So professionally and just being a preferred person, because I'm a stand-up dude. You know what I mean? You don't get a lot of stand-up dude, whatever, so. And I tell people, it's like your massage. That's like you go to Hand and Stone and the nigga, his dick is hard and he's giving you a massage and you feel like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, as soon as I try to fuck somebody, they have that over me and say, oh, he's going to try to fuck you. He tried to fuck whatever.
Fuck up the credibility.
I've got enough pussy in my, I was a basketball player. I was in a music. I got enough pussy in my life that I can dangle that. And that's going to make me excel more. You're going to want me more because you're going to say that he's professional. He's someone.
Wait.
A lot of people got a lot of shit over us.
Wait. Listen, I'm going to tell you why this is a little bit different. My job as a photographer was to take your picture. His job was to hook up your ESPN. You are already inside of their vaginas, making them nut.
That's like a GYN getting hard. That would be
it's not.
That's professional.
I just watched before we turned these cameras on. I just watched him make you squirt.
What? No, you didn't.
That was her.
That was her.
You might can't say
on camera. I thought you meant right here.
Yeah, no, not right here. I just actually watched it.
Yeah, because I wasn't a believer. He made me a believer that day, right? I wasn't a believer.
How many women do you make a believer? Is with death is action.
I make I'm a lot.
Made me a believer.
When I say I was on a resort and literally
absolutely, they was lined
the fuck up, and the one thing that stood out was about 10 girls. Everybody less. It wasn't even girls trip. It's couples there. Less than 45 seconds.
Yes, undefeated.
Glove on. I use gloves and all that. Whatever. Take the glove off. Wipe it down. Put a new glove on.
You gotta put the pressure. Listen, you gotta put the pressure down. You gotta push down. You gotta do the come here motion.
But you see why? So why he's doing this is because he's pushing out the G spot. Because you're doing a forced orgasm through G spot stimulation. So when you push the pelvic down. But also,
yeah, but you're using two hands. He only using one.
And second of all,
but listen,
this nigga was a cable man. You are fucking. So who the fuck? He gonna take 2 minutes. You gonna take 45 seconds. That's the difference.
But my mouth is on the clip while I'm doing it.
So yeah, I'm not eating the pussy while I'm doing it.
He ate some pussies,
and then I can stand them straight up. I like to do when you're standing straight up.
And that's tall nigga shit.
Yeah, I'm reaching up. But my guy gets it though. He gets it though.
Yo, bro. Yeah, this nigga ate some coochies too, man. Listen,
I mean, personally, but if you pay me, I'm separating that. I promise you, I've never fucked.
He's a businessman.
All right, so the reason why we're not gonna let you off, right?
Like you need an assistant.
Listen, the reason why we're not. I'm gonna tell you the reason why.
You need an assistant.
We normally bring women on the show, right?
Yeah.
And we have like different people, and sometimes they in the sex business, and we are relentless about everything. So we can't show favoritism when we got a brother in here. We going in because we had a shorty come in. and she was doing erotic massages.
No, what you call the shit? No, let me get
No,
it
that
right.
wasn't a
Nauru,
Voodoo. There you go.
Neuro massage.
So
Sorry.
she's butt naked. She gets them butt naked,
gliding on,
gliding all on them all day.
And the dick go between the
So
pussy
she
lips.
said the dick go between the pussy lips, but she never lets the head in.
Right.
So niggas be nutting every time everybody nuts. She's riding they dicks, but the dicks don't go in, so they don't count. It's all shaft and
All
clit.
shaft and clit.
Yeah, all shaft and clit,
Yeah.
right? So we'll have those same kind of debates where we like, so you don't count that as a body only if the side of the dick go on, you only count the penetration
You don't
of the
count
head.
See what I'm saying?
So
That's the shit I'm
That
talking
dick
about.
don't even know what my inside my body feel like.
wait. It's called
Not the inside.
finger fucking.
Finger fuck.
It's called finger
The
fucking.
dick. I'm talking about
See that
the
the
dick.
dick?
But so what I'm saying is, I watched earlier on video, right? I watched earlier video.
Preach, brother.
I watched this man, and it was quick. I watched this man make her squirt on camera.
That was a demo. That
That's
doesn't count.
That's a fuck.
That does not count.
You don't count that as a fuck?
How many finger fucks equal a fuck then?
If you knew how I fuck, you would know that did not count.
Hold on, no, we don't. No,
No,
that
you ain't
don't-
get away with
you
that
can't
shit.
get away
I'm
with
just
that.
saying, if you would have saw a different video of me fucking, then you would know that didn't
I
count.
wouldn't care
Pull
if
it out.
I wouldn't care.
I'm dead.
Listen,
let
I
that
would,
be the
listen, I wouldn't care
A
if
lot
you jumped
more
off a
goes
fucking
on.
bouncy house and landed on dick. Bottom line is, listen, we've seen it. We're old men, man. We've seen it all. We've seen my space pussy eras. We've seen the 90s. We've seen early 2000s. We've seen all. We've seen hairy
West Coast
pussies. You know, we've seen the bald,
I'm
we
dying.
bald era. We've seen it all. Landing strips, everything, man.
Because guess what? If I would have, if I stuck my fingers in a woman and fingered her and she came, I fucked.
Let alone. Let me.
You fucked.
That is foreplay.
I'm counting
fucked.
that. I'm counting that.
Yeah, you fucked. You fucked.
Count
100% fuck. How many ass eats is a fuck?
One.
I get it. I ain't arguing.
Listen, I lead with that with people that I'm fucking with intimately. I'm pushing them down, face down, ass up, hand on the back of your neck, tongue in your fucking
Oh,
ass.
you like
Guess
GB?
what? Guess what? Hold on.
Listen.
He invented that.
I invented it. I'm the
Hey,
nigga that started that shit. On
yeah,
the,
yeah,
that's,
he
right.
invented it.
That's
Hey.
right. I invented that on the motherfucking East Coast.
Let me
Hey,
ask you,
listen.
are you like GB? Do you like having your ass eat?
Bro, come on, bro. Like, this is about him.
People want to
This is
know.
about him.
Zoom in on LEEZUS. Zoom in on
It
LEEZUS.
don't do nothing for me.
It don't do nothing
personally.
for you.
It don't do nothing for
So,
me
but
personally.
you did it a few
No,
times.
I've had a woman go down and whatever. It don't do nothing for me.
But you-
personally though, but it
was boring
If
when it
that's
was
her
eating it.
thing. It's like she going down, she on the ball. She go. I'm
Yeah,
not
hit the gooch.
dropping people's elbow on her. Like,
Yeah, he
fuck
said
is
he
you doing?
fucked
What was you
Whatever,
doing while they was
so-
eating your ass? So you look bored. You was on the phone.
Nah, she went. It was amongst the. So she got the dick in her hand. She's throwing the balls, and she just
Yeah.
happened to go lower. You see what I'm saying? That's how it
but
happened.
did you just get on the Wii or you just was playing the
it
game
wasn't
like
too long, you know. But then you got to understand, I top from the bottom, so I'm controlling everything in any interaction that I'm doing.
nigga
so
said top from the bottom?
yeah,
Damn,
because
now
I'm
we
a
here.
dominant figure. So that's even when a
bottom,
girl
now
is
we
riding me. So on some real shit, even if a girl is riding me, I got my hand around her throat and I'm telling her,
too.
fuck me harder,
Bro, you
grind
need an
that
assistant,
pussy
bro.
out. Yeah, so listen,
You need
because
an
I don't put myself in no submissive state, and my energy is always gonna be dominant. But I still like different positions. I might tell you to do you, love. Go do you. Make that shit come. Make that dick come. And I'm gonna talk to you and
Did
say
something
that.
happen to you when
Me
you was little?
too.
Because everybody, hold on, wait, like something happened to you. No, our show is also deep.
Yeah, this
something
talk
happened to
real.
you when you was little, man. Who fucked you?
No. What happened was I found the fucking gangbang porn, and my first introduction to porn was gangbang. So I started off as a nasty motherfucker.
Hold on. Was it around 5th grade or so?
Man, was it? It was around. Yeah.
Oh
Was it bubble?
shit, man!
That
That's
was
when I
around that
found
fucking
Brad's.
time?
Shout out to my cousin Brad, man. My bad, man.
You found it more? Let me
yeah.
ask you, was it a Thundercat taped over? A VHS?
Then I wasn't no Thundercat
That's
tape. That would have
fucked
been
up,
a while.
Nigga, it was first of all.
It was
It was
Transformers.
That would've been
Transformers.
wild.
It was Transformers.
It was
Nah, you can't
Transformers.
record over Transformers, bro.
My mom
That's
took
a
my
violation.
my mom took my Transformers tape and she recorded over it of her fucking
wow.
of her riding a nigga. That was my introduction.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, I thought it was
Your mom-
Thundercat.
So he had the trauma of seeing his
That's
mom. His
traumatic.
mom had the Bisquick batter John.
Yeah, she was cream, man. She
She
was
had
creamy.
the cream John. She had the
She was
creamy
creamy.
Bisquick John.
And
This
she
is
was
the
right.
80s, and she just has the recording fucking film,
Yeah, she
the
had
cameras.
the big, she had the
big
big,
camera,
she
you
had
know
the big
that.
camera.
Bro, listen.
You know
Yeah.
that.
The back
Action
in
news,
the
Joel.
back, yeah. Action
Bro.
news. It was some action, all right, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Mind
Dan,
you,
where we
though.
at, Thomas? Because we got to get to helping somebody,
So-
man.
Oh man, listen, we gonna help just one person this episode. It's all good because
Listen,
right now,
listen, man, we
OG
helping the
only
people.
fans.
We helping the people at home, bro. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of women in the chat right now that
Unsatisfied.
have never squirted.
do you
right?
consider yourself a
sad.
prostitute?
I'm a sex worker. I'll say that because
Oh, interesting.
because I do technically I do happy endings.
Okay.
right?
You're a
Because
whore.
Technically,
Are you a whore?
I'm a whore in general.
Okay.
I'm not a whore from what? Yeah, like
It's not from our profession.
yeah.
He said basically when
Get
he's saying
me
this,
lit.
he's
Yeah.
like, you know, when
Pour fire.
an artist says something where it's just like, man, you know, I would be doing this for free. When a boxer says I would be fighting in a back alley if I wasn't in the middle of the
Yeah,
square
sure.
circle.
I'm not doing that for free though. That's not gonna happen. Like not at all. I don't even pull my toys out unless I'm getting paid. They'll tell you that.
Hold on. You talking about? No. When you're fucking a regular John,
When
you'll
I'm-
still do
talking about
this.
at home?
No, I don't do this shit when I'm fucking a regular person. It's hand and it's
no.
hand and choking. I don't pull none of this shit out. You gotta pay
You don't
me.
pull this shit out?
You
Bro,
wouldn't.
listen.
You wouldn't give your
On
wife this.
everything. Listen, when I'm saying if my wife is not my submissive, right? She's just a regular person. So I'm poly, right? I have two partners. I have one partner that's a submissive, one partner that's just a regular partner. The one partner that's a submissive can get all this. Most of the shit she get because I'm using it for punishment. You see what I'm saying? And only time they really get this if I need them to do a show with me. Or I'm doing a demo and I need somebody to come on there, whatever. This shit is tucked in. I don't pull this shit out all the time.
Are they submissive in regular life, or do they shut the fuck up?
They're submissive to me in general as a man, but it's a difference between being submissive as a man and as a person's partner, or being submissive in the BDSM community.
Yeah, I get
culture.
that. What I'm saying is, do they go from being like, do whatever you're gonna do to me, daddy, and then when y'all arguing about some regular shit in the house, they back to being a regular ass bitch?
So,
like, I
My
need to know.
energy, in fairness, we have a back and forth. I'll let you talk, but if it gets to the point where I feel like the conversation's done, I'm going to assert that type of energy. Listen, I'm done. That's it. I'm not talking about it no more. It's over. I said what I said. We either gonna keep moving or we gonna go. You know
See,
what I mean?
Dev can't beat this girl. So you
So-
gotta understand, she got fight game. She like Mike
shit.
Tyson.
Fight
So-
back.
Yeah, so when she
But-
said the conversation over, he be quiet.
Nah,
but when she
yeah,
leave,
I do that out
he
of
be
respect.
talking again.
But I don't. But then most of the stuff
Nah,
is
I'm
like
fucking around.
I don't have no issues. I'm such an easy person to get along with. It might be somebody else having an issue with something. So I'm trying to be mindful and get somebody to the understanding point to where that's what we gonna do.
I'm just showing
Let
people
me-
while you
let me
explain.
far left. Pass me that.
This is
I
what
just
happened.
see this from my own.
Damn.
So that's sensory play.
This a tractor
right
trailer
there.
tire.
I was about to say, the
So-
nigga took a tire.
That's what it is. Somebody made that for that's straight
It's a fucking
hardcore
car
impact. though.
tire, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's too much.
That's a lie.
Listen,
man.
Yeah,
This
how much
nigga-
this cost?
How much did that cost?
Yeah.
It's
I didn't-
handcrafted, man.
Yeah, I didn't pay
Uh,
anything for it.
Hey, take that with me.
This is like what the shit Freddy Krueger was making in his boiler room
All right,
basement
so
joint.
we got to get out this first half because we got to help somebody. Our fans at home want it. But I just want y'all to know that Sir LEEZUS is going to be at Sip and Talk Heavy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I better
April
pull up.
13th.
So if you try and nut,
You better be
you
there.
can meet him at the
told
joint and
y'all.
hire him.
What's the
Going
slogan?
down.
I told y'all.
What's your slogan?
Sip and talk heavy, you guaranteed to leave horny.
Or not horny because you nutted.
I be still horny after I nut.
Yeah.
that.
Would
they
you
want
mind making a
more.
random audience participant nut?
I mean, I would. That's no problem. You pick a random person out.
Mom, he said yeah.
Pick a random person.
All right, so that's the goal. We're going to make GB's mom nut on stage.
Hey.
Yes.
So, bro, listen, I got to put it out there, man. Listen,
Disclaimer.
I don't want no smoke if your mom's squirting all over
My
my
mom got heart problems.
If she got a heart problem, might be an issue.
Will
You
you
know
be
what
your
I'm saying?
stepdad if he make your mom nut?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I make a nut, we go together.
He owe me a free lesson and shit.
Yo, that's
bad, bro.
crazy to be like, dog, you got to show me how you made my mom nut.
Hey, that's wild.
That's crazy.
That's
It's like,
wild.
listen,
Wow.
listen, bro. I've been on this squirt shit for a minute. I've been trying to tell y'all.
I got a
But y'all
series.
think it's y'all think it's pee,
Listen.
so y'all don't want to do it.
Man, shit,
So
man.
listen, all my like OnlyFans content is just making girls squirt. That's it. That's all I
Give
do.
me your
Oh, yeah,
OnlyFans.
give them your
Yeah.
OnlyFans so they can
Right now.
subscribe.
Well, so I do loyal fans, but all you got to do is Google me. You Google me, Sir LEEZUS, I'm going to pop up everywhere. That's it. Or sirleezus.com. Simple as that. Go to my website. You can go down a rabbit hole. You see everything. Go to sirleezus.com. My Instagram that's my platform. That's where I'm at. That's where you see everything. I post weekly. My Find Your Kink. I do a lot of kink education on there. I do a lot of intimacy tips, and I do a lot of debating topics for women to get under there and see what other women are thinking about certain topics. You know what I mean? I just talked about this week. Can you be pleased without orgasm, without climaxing? And the women are under there going crazy about the stuff. And ironically, a lot of women are like, no. A lot of women say, as long as my man comes, where a lot of women are, I'm 100% cool without climaxing.
I have heard that.
You see what I'm saying? But it's a lot of stuff that a lot of women don't know. My whole thing is putting a space together because you might be unsure about something, and I'm creating a community of people that are open-minded and will talk about their personal experiences. And we don't have that in the Black community.
Do you have a lot of women, I know we got to get out of here before we start the second half. Do you encounter a lot of women who have never had an orgasm?
A bunch.
Yeah.
Or they don't know the difference between orgasming and coming.
More than
Explain.
not.
Explain.
So you got to because it's different for every woman. And I put that up there for people to see different women from different wakes of life talk about their experience to say, oh, when I come, I orgasm at the same time, or I orgasm for penetration. I only come from oral.
What's the difference?
We have a woman right here that does this professionally.
You come in orgasm?
Yeah, so she might be different than somebody else.
So what's the difference between the two?
For me coming is it's just a certain part that I reach when I'm practically finished having sex. As far as orgasm, I could continuously orgasm. And I really don't have control over the orgasm. It's really, for me, it's up to the partner of the pressure that they put on me and my body parts.
So which one is it, like when the pussy is like throbbing and all of that and your body shaking? Which one is that?
Throbbing, that's coming for me. Shaking and stuff, that's more orgasmic for me.
I don't know the fucking difference.
When I come, I'm only like, if I come, I'm only really creaming, and if I'm squirting, I'm splashing waterfalls all over.
Let me give y'all some jewels real fast. And when you meet a woman or your partner, right? I'm gonna ask you, like, do you come, or do you come in orgasm? Do you have a difference? A lot of women, some women don't know. Some women can identify. They'll say, hey, when you do this, when you see me do this, I'm orgasming. And y'all have partners, right? Have you asked your partner if they come and orgasm, or which one did they do? Have you had that conversation with them?
Most people just ask, did you come?
Yeah, but say, ask them. For them, is it a difference between them coming and orgasm?
I feel like it still hasn't been properly explained.
I don't think nobody knows the difference.
This is almost,
I promise you, women, if you ask, you'll be shocked what your partner tells you.
Let me ask you this.
Everybody is different, bro.
Is it true? Is it true? Because I've heard this before, that women come mentally. Or have orgasms mentally without fucking, just controlling the brain, and the woman has orgasm. I had a woman tell me that I was talking that shit, and she was like, I came off mentally.
She was gaming the shit out.
She got fucked eventually.
She mentally fucked you, nigga, just then.
No, but do you think that's true? That is, or a lady here that a man?
I mean, it is really all mental, to be honest.
Tell Dev.
It is really all mental. Like, if you think about it, when you're having sex, you have to focus. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are feelings that are tied into it, right? Like, so if you can clear your mind, then you got a lot of feelings to come into it, and then you come. But me personally, I've masturbated and stopped playing with my pussy, and the feeling and the intensity or whatever I'm thinking about will still make me come, even if I stop playing with my pussy.
Or
hands free?
Think about this, y'all.
She got a Bluetooth pussy.
No hands.
When we was younger, we had a wet dream. We wasn't masturbating in the bed.
Right.
We woke up and we was coming from dreaming, thinking about.
It's all
No,
mental.
this is a good point.
Think about that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or-
Tito Jackson for this nigga. I don't know what infection.
No, my legs just gotta be closed to nut.
Here we go. Listen, man.
We gotta get out further half.
Yeah, get out this first half, man.
All right, yo, we gonna end this first half, man. Again, April 13th, come see LEEZUS there too.
Welcome to the second half of
The Talk Heavy Podcast.
Hey, yo, before we move into anything else, hit the like button.
Please.
The shit is free. It don't cost you
that
nothing.
motherfucker,
Yeah, man.
Next.
Matter of fact, do this to it.
Yeah, hit the like button different.
He get it.
Since you're doing that, man, hit the fucking Cash App button too.
Yeah, hit the Cash App, you know what I'm
Type some
saying?
numbers and do this shit.
We get enough cash apps, we gonna make somebody squirt.
While you at it,
y'all working.
scratch your girl's fucking ass cheeks off. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, man.
Only if she likes it. Like that.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to everybody who's been sharing the clips. I can't thank you enough. Keep sharing, keep making us go viral, keep us rolling. And again, you can go right now to Live Nation.
You gotta go to Live Nation, and you can search Sip and Talk Heavy or Talk Heavy, and if you click the unlock button, you can use promo code Sip Heavy, all lowercase, and you can get a discount off your ticket purchase.
There you go. Are you coming through April 13th? Maybe.
You bringing your vagina?
I'm actually booked that weekend for Exotica, which is a
We know what it is.
yeah.
Because one of our also
our
very
promoter.
a person that comes onto the show a lot. Shout out Mimi. She's in that
Mimi
in that
three.
field. Yeah.
And we actually got Mr. Marcus coming to do an episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, y'all want to get in this? Now y'all got to get into helping somebody, all right?
I got you.
I need y'all professionalism to get into this and see if we can help somebody at home. All
Let's
right?
go.
See if I got the question put up. All right, here you go. Talk heavy. My homie girl did some lying ass foul shit and it fucked up my friendship with my bro for over 15 years. I hate this girl and I know she ain't nothing but a slut and she never liked me. She told my bro that whenever I was around that I would look at her inappropriately and made her uncomfortable. And now she told him when I bumped into her at the market, I tried to crack on her. And I said that I tried to crack on her and told her that I told her that he was fucking around on her and she need a real man that will value her. That bitch is a liar. I never would ever crack on that ugly bitch. I know niggas be
fat.
grimy. Stop, man, with that fat shit. I know niggas be grimy, but he should know that I'm sturdy. I ain't no goofy. Man, they talking slang. I ain't no goofy, and I would never betray my bro for no pussy, no matter how bad the bitch is. And his bitch is hit. Can't even believe that he would think that I would do some shit like that. That's why I'm really mad at that nigga too. I'm truly hurt about it, but I don't know what to do with it other than get that girl beat the fuck up. What would y'all do?
Get her beat up.
You gotta get her beat up.
Get her beat up. I recommend recommend getting her fucked up because the passion that this person is talking about, I somehow believe this
believe
nigga.
him.
I do believe this nigga. And I
believe
remember being younger and there was like some demonic spirited women that would really make up shit like that where it was just like, yeah, the nerve, like, bitch, no, nobody would fuck you. Even if we was the last people on earth, the earth is over. You know what I'm saying? And still say shit like that. So I think it's even worse that she said that he is worse than the part where she's saying he be looking at me. Because that could be her opinion. Maybe I look at her sometimes and be like,
Ew.
this bitch is
Ew.
ugly. But in
Ew.
her mind, when I'm like sneaking to look at how ugly she is, she think I'm like I'm looking at her like that.
Yeah.
The part where it turns into a lie is the part where
I seen you out.
I
and
saw you,
tried to crack on
and
you.
I not only did I crack on you because she could manipulate. Maybe if I just said, "Hey, how you doing? Shit, cool." Blah blah blah. And her brain, he was on my dick. But the part that gotta be a lie or the truth on one of them is where he said, "This nigga be cheating on you."
And you need a real nigga.
Because people will make up shit, bro.
Niggas don't even talk like that for real.
It's not niggas.
haters
do.
Not with ugly
Not
bitches.
real nigga.
Oh,
haters,
but
though.
I do know a nigga that was in our friend group that got exiled because he did catch one of the homies' girls at the job and snitched on
Let
him.
me say this though. Let me say this. The reason that you know that he kind of telling the truth is because one, he passionate. Two, he writing into the show. When niggas do creep shit like
He
that,
wouldn't roll that
when
shit.
niggas do creep shit like that, they normally disappear.
Yeah.
Right? They normally especially when they court, they normally like get lost or they try to, exile themselves for a short amount of time and they stop coming around. The fact that he writing into the show and the fact that he's so passionate about him and the fact that she ugly lets you
How is that a fact?
because
That might be kept.
I mean it
He
could-
said
it
he
could
said
be.
things that made me believe him, right? And it was only one real line that I said, all right, he's telling
What's
the
that?
truth. He said, I'm hurt. So men don't normally talk about losing friendship with a man and express, like, not I'm mad at him, but I'm hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm hurt that he would even believe this. For me, that was the key to say, like, all right, yeah, this bitch is lying. Personally, when I heard it. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, but people have done it. Like I said, I've seen a nigga do that, but this nigga, it was almost like this. when we was young bulls, you know how you might have young bulls got different type of relationships. Like, you know, you could know somebody in the crew like somebody else's girl in the crew, but he not a threat.
Yeah.
He a dork. It's like Screech from fucking Saved by the Bell likes Lisa.
Like
but
Urkel,
niggas
or
is
like
just
Urkel likes.
but it's like
Yeah.
it don't matter, bro. Like it doesn't even matter. But now that nigga goes to the extent where my homie did cheat on this girl.
Yeah.
He told
With that girl's best friend too. And he came and was like, yo, hollering, and she was like, yo, get the fuck out my face. You know one with so-and-so. And you're like, yeah, he ain't had no problem fucking your homegirl such and such. Lined it up for real.
They had no problem getting
What
it.
would you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So I look at two things. Like, why out the blue does she come with this? This should have happened in the beginning. Soon as she got with you and threw him under the bus, and she gonna lie about something. Why randomly just wait to this moment? If he don't put nothing, there had to be an antecedent to that. Something had to happen for her to want to do that. You see what I'm saying? Or him say like, okay, we had this argument. Now I'm gonna throw him under the bus and get him out of here. But the one thing that she lead to when she says, "Oh, he said you be cheating and all that," that could have been her trying to fish with her. You know what I mean?
That's
My
what I
homegirl
think
saw
it
him.
was.
Yeah, so I'm just showing both ways.
You know-
out the blue coming with this idea to him after they've been friends for years, and you the new girlfriend, obviously, because that's your guy, right? So what made her right now say he tried to do that? Because that would have been a thing.
I could tell you why. The reason that she tried to do that is because the friend is single. He get bitches. Her man be hanging with the nigga, so she's trying to separate the two because she know that when they go out together, they get bitches. So
Double bubble.
double bubble.
She
I get that
get
nigga the fuck out of here, I get my man to stay in the crib.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
find out whether or not, like you were saying, because she could have looked at it like, if she has suspicions of cheating, she got to say, I got the information from somebody that could give it to me. And then he said she never liked him. So it's like, I'm going to blame it on Bull because I don't fuck with him anyway. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she's filthy.
Damn. What's your thoughts? You quiet over there. You know, women be defending the women all the way.
Because
Go ahead,
she
let me
might be
hear
like,
it.
I did some shit like that before.
No, I would never do that. I'm very honest and transparent. Like, I don't need to lie about none of that stuff. And 9 times out of 10, I would say her and the friend don't get along. So it's very easily for her to X him out. That's all she had to do was say that, and he's a dub. So he need to take that up with his homie. Like, if you're gonna believe her over me, then you already made your decision. I'm not fucking with you no more. Simple as that.
You ever manipulated a nigga?
Of course.
All right.
Right too. Like, how dare you ask that question? Like, really? Like,
How do you go to your homie after his girl, who he probably, I don't want to call it pussy whipped, or he believes, or whatever, or obviously think,
Yes, sir.
he obviously thinks something shady
Bro,
about
you
you.
know what you
Deep
need to
down
do? You know what you
inside.
gotta do? You
That's
gotta go in the
between
market.
the
You gotta go
thighs.
to the market and get the footage. You gotta go to the motherfucking market.
Yo, that's
get the
hard.
footage. Get the
Yeah, it
footage
is.
from
You
the
gotta
market
go.
and be like, and just go to their crib.
That's
Just
hard.
go to their fucking crib
Yeah.
and just knock on the door. And while they both in there and be like, yo, I tried to holler at you. Like that's what you saying. Like what you say happened in the market, you gotta kind of put it right in front of your man and be like, yo,
I went and
be
got
like,
the
yo, here we go, right
surveillance
here.
footage is next
is-
level.
That's hard body.
That's hard.
If you don't get that shit, that's hard body.
That's hard. Or you just look, if you look at it like the relationship is already a dub, you got to go to your man and say, bro, I got to have the harshest conversation with you. You know me for years. You know what I fuck with. You seen my speed.
You seen my work.
Let's keep it a let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. You seen my resume, nigga. Matter of fact, let's do a
Let's
display.
go, bitch off. My bitch.
I come in that motherfucker. You ever seen a detective when they try and figure out a crime and it got all the fucking strings and all the pictures of everybody? You see my whole resume. Where does your girl, no disrespect, but disrespect at this
disrespect.
point,
All
at this
disrespect.
point,
because she trying to out me.
fit
So
on this
good.
scale, bro? There's no way that I was fucking up my track record and then go and do my man dirty. This bitch is a cancer. Get the fuck rid
Because
of her.
for real, that's disrespect. That's disrespect to you. I had that shit happen to me at the football joint.
I remember.
At the football joint, this boy, no, all disrespect. Fuck it. The nigga accused me of trying to fuck his wife, right? Because her son played on my team. So what wound up happening is we had a game early in the morning. I pulled up in front of the crib to pick him up. I'm calling his phone. He not picking up. It's like 6 a.m. So I had to call his mom's phone. He seen my name pop up in her phone. He thought something was going on. He comes at me and like, yo, you trying to you fucking my wife, bro? Wife hit. I'm like, come on, bro. Same situation. I'm like, bro, come on. No disrespect. Your wife not my type, right? So, but at this point in time, he don't believe me. He go get his wife, bring her back, and she don't know what's going on. And she like, what was going on? He like, yeah. So his wife standing in front of me, and he's like, yo, so what's going on between y'all two? And I had to tell him in front of his wife, like right in front of his wife. I'm like, bro,
You ugly.
I wouldn't fuck her, bro. And that kind of made him more mad.
Because now you done insulted his wife.
And that was pride on the line.
Yeah.
And he felt like he needed to step up and say something. So now that's going left from that conversation.
But my thing is this: why do you have to defend yourself? Why can't it just be? I didn't. If you think I did, now what? Now what you gonna do after that? Are you leaving?
It's a little bit
Are you
dangerous.
staying
But
with the wife?
all right. So in a
Now what you gonna do? Fight? What
that's
you
what
gonna
it
do?
is,
but that's
though.
No,
what
I'm saying, what
that
you gonna
is.
do about the situation? You
No.
still gonna be with your wife at the end of the
masculine
day.
You say,
energy.
listen, I said what I said. What's next?
that's
That's fighting.
Like
That's
a nigga say, yo,
shooting.
you bumped me. Say excuse, bro. I ain't saying
But
excuse.
see,
So what's next?
See,
What we doing from there? I'm not saying excuse me. I'm not saying sorry.
You see this? You
So
see this
what's
right
next?
here? Hippie this in a different shape. You know what I'm saying? Shaped like an L, nigga.
no,
you're dead.
it's different when you love somebody. And if this is man for 15 years, let's say Dev's wife, bad example, accused me of that shit, right? I'm probably, it's not about, yo, I ain't do that shit, believe what you want, so what it is. It's like, bro, you my mans. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go out of my way
I
to
go out my way to show
going
my
out my way.
love and
But
compassion.
wait,
I'm
but
not
where do
on
you
it.
draw the line? Because if that's your man's, you don't believe me. You think I will fuck your
That's
wife.
the
you
hurt.
think
Listen,
that-
But that comes from in G's situation. Dude created that.
That's different.
In this situation,
She
it's
created it.
me. If this is my partner, I'm torn because this is my brother, and my wife is saying, "I'm telling you, your brother tried to fuck you."
So
That's
listen,
crazy.
I think
situation
even
to
as
be
the person that's being accused, right? In that scenario, as the person being accused, you also have to have an understanding. Like, I kind of understand why he would believe his girl. You have to understand.
That's why I seen
like
it.
you can't just assume like is a hierarchy. Like, no, I'm supposed to come first.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's his girl. He loved her and he loved me too. I understand why he's supposed to believe her.
No, I get that, but what I'm saying is, even as the friend, like, what do you do? Do you fall back? Like, all right, you gonna find out for yourself.
If it's
not the right
if it's my brother, I'm going to the end of the
You going hard
earth
to
to
prove
prove
yourself.
to prove
The
that.
one thing is you got to look at if this my girl and she say that you my man's and she said, and if I believe, I got to chalk her up. It's no more relationship between us because
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
what's
so you want to
next?
lose regardless. You lose a friend, you
You
lose
gonna
your
lose
girl.
somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Is this your wife? Is this a person that I've been fucking with for 2-3 months? Because I could chalk you the fuck up if it's 2-3 months.
See, 2-3 months, I think you'll believe your homie.
Yeah, for
but-
sure.
Should.
And then if she hasn't, but then if I've been with her for 10 years and then she says this out after that,
Out of the clear
and you've
blue.
been around,
Yeah.
Let's give a
at
reasonable number.
Yeah.
Let's say 2.5 years.
2.5
Because you can
years
grow to love somebody in 2.5 years, and you know she don't.
Absolutely.
Fuck with, you know she don't fuck with your homie.
on some real shit.
And now it's a difficult. I mean, you would off years you might say I know him 15 years. I only know you 2,
'Cause,
but it
listen,
don't work.
Two
and
so
and
then-
a half years, and she come to me, and you my man. She said something. You either did it or she took something the
imagined
wrong
it.
way, whatever. So, or there had to be something before that she was
Something
like, I don't
happened.
fuck with this nigga no more.
And
I'm gonna
that's
get
the
him
thing.
out. Something had to happen.
And
at
if
that.
you get the vibe that she don't fuck with your man for a year and a half, and then you figure your man is that emotionally unintelligent, he don't get the vibe, she don't fuck with him,
Yeah,
and
shit.
then try to holler on top of
Right.
that, he's already got the vibe. Even if that was the scenario,
Yeah.
if he fuck
Yeah.
like. Yo, this nigga's wife don't even like me.
Why would
When
I
I
shoot
go
her?
to holler, I know she gonna tell the nigga because she don't fucking like, she
Yeah.
outwardly
And-
don't like me.
And not for nothing, she mentioned a few episodes. Like, when you was gonna tell me about the first situation. Like, so the first thing happened, you let that
okay.
rock.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Like, what's up?
yeah. Don't wait till.
Because at some point in time, what you got to say, let's say the 2.5 year scenario, right? You've been around me for 40 years. You done had 15 bitches. Why ain't never try to holler at none of
None
them?
of them bitches,
Like,
yeah.
so
That
I
too.
got a motive too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There got to be a motive behind something. Had to happen for her to offer him. Or
if she felt uncomfortable him looking at her around the house or whatever she said, right? Do you think a woman might not say it right away? Just not trying to cause that.
That
wedge
part
in the
is true.
beginning?
That can happen.
I would listen, if she felt uncomfortable with him looking at her, once, twice, whatever, she would have been said something about the uncomfortability of him looking. It wouldn't have been, I felt uncomfortable with him looking. He tried to holler at me in the store. He told me about you, you ain't shit. That's too many episodes.
All at once.
That's too many different episodes.
Cause I don't know what niggas would. Let's reverse it. You a nigga. Your wife or girl's best friend is in the crib. You kind of felt like she been looking at you in a weird way, but you don't know. The first time or two, you gonna be like,
maybe I'm.
I might be fucking
tripping.
bugging,
I might
right?
be tripping. 100.
At what point? I don't think many people go to their girl if she doesn't say something directly to you. If it's just looks, you're going to kind of chalk it to maybe I'm tripping, because that is a big deal that you're going to go to your girl and have her possibly beefing, fighting, whatever could come from this shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful in those instances. So what would it take for you to go to your girl and say something? What line does she has to go
I would have
past?
to set up the situation. Like, all right, this is how you feel. All right, I need to see this for myself. So if you told me, if my nigga came to me and told me my bitch was acting funny around, now I'm gonna set that up. Now I'm gonna leave her in the house with him, and I'm gonna look through the camera.
Or have her call him up and tell him you've been thinking of so that makes sense to be like, yo, call that nigga up and tell him you like, yo, right. I wanna that's when you ask.
I'm gonna take you up on that offer.
And to see if he be like, what the fuck offer?
That's entrapment.
That's entrapment. And playing a fucked up game. But what I would do
is a solution.
I know I would remove myself, right? Because I've been with a girl who I felt like her girlfriend really liked me, right? But I removed myself from that shit. Like, I limited the number of times that she's going to even have an opportunity to shoot her shot at me.
But you can't use that because you went back and fucked.
Stop it, man.
That's a bad example. That's a bad example.
It was after the relationship was over. Bro. He lying. No, but the reality, I just don't know. Like you said, it's a funny line of when I'm going to go ahead and say, like, yo, I think fucking Keisha looking at me crazy. Because it's a weird thing. You don't want to be the wrong guy. Yeah. And Keisha like, what the fuck?
But if Keisha walking around biting her bottom lip and...
But you can communicate that. What you say, like I told my one partner, I said, listen, I don't really trust your girlfriend, to keep it a bean. She an associate. She's an associate. You got to distinguish that sometimes. A lot of people are just people they hang with. They go through work or we get a head on the same spot. We have fun going out, whatever. But is it really like a childhood friend? Is it the person that's going to give you bail money? You know what I mean? And you
sometimes they'll give them bail money and be a true sister, but but they still suck your dick.
But you tell them. But if you're the thing is, as a man, is your person worth losing over that? You know what I mean? It's different for me because my women love women, so. I'm not gonna sacrifice that, but if it's something that crosses out, you know my partners. You know what I mean?
Wait, time out.
So
I missed something and shit. How many girls you got?
So I have two.
Currently,
yeah.
Would you ever get married?
I would get married.
So which one would you marry?
It depends on who really wanted that. It wouldn't be on me because I don't give a damn about marriage.
Would they have to box for it? What if they both was like, no, I want to be.
I wouldn't want them to box for it.
Well, who is there a hierarchy? Like,
nah, I don't do a hierarchy, but it's a parallel to where they know about each other, but they don't interact with each other anymore. They used to date, but they don't.
They got
interact
into
with
a
each other.
beef.
They don't interact with each other anymore.
Good answer. We not even gonna take it.
They don't interact, but it's known if I'm with one, I'm with one, I'm with the other, with the other.
I thought it was like a situation where like everybody. Like,
you was like spitting in both their butts at once.
It started with me spitting in both their butts at once. So that's how it started together. And
they want a little too much spit.
I made the decision to split. I made the decision to split them.
Because the love, see what happened was with this nigga, they was all together. They looked at him as the fun bull, wild bull. Then they start really loving this nigga.
Everything I love, I fuck with this dude. Man. Everything I love. I was just having this conversation with somebody saying it changed once they said, all right, we not just fucking no more. I have feelings now.
Yes.
But when you're dealing with poly, that's the first barrier you get across. Right. Once it's not fun and you like, damn, I like this girl, I like this. Are you okay with this still going? Are you okay with them having an energy with another person that you don't have with them? A connection with another person you don't have.
See,
once that love called in, all of a sudden I've been there. They start
everything changed.
Let me ask this, and y'all might not know the answer to this because this just fucked me up. What's the percentage of these poly joints working?
I mean, it depends. So if you're in the community, most of them work because you're meeting people that are looking for that.
Like-minded.
It's a big difference if you meet a girl, you say, I want to try this. With this other girl, we're going to try it together.
Okay.
If I'm meeting people that are actually poly and they say, hey, this is what it looks like for me. This is what I've done successfully. Then you capitalize off of that.
So
you work on that.
We also need to define what a successful relationship is because people ask questions like, what do they call working? But everybody they know it breaks up at a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
so
right.
you gotta call like it's a 5. We might have to say a 5-year relationship is success.
Is there a time on that? Because somebody did ask me, how many successful relations have you had? And I'm like, well, what do you mean successful?
Maybe we might have to say
define
like,
what's
yo,
successful.
5 years is a good run. A half a decade is a good run. When you think about life, two people coming together, combining their lives and spending all their time together, we got to set some kind of time on it because people will often say something like, oh, we'll see if that lasts. Well, your mom and daddy didn't last anyway with a traditional joint. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You on your 3rd step pop. It's so when you think about it like that,
What would you consider to be?
I think 5 years.
And when I say successful, I don't mean it was quality or whatever all the way through, but just say a longevity, complete
I
relationship.
think 5. I'm gonna
But
say
see,
5.
it also depends on what ended the relationship because it may not have been nothing with the actual relationship. It may have been a cause and effect. I got to relocate or something like that, and we were good until that, and you're not willing to relocate.
that's a fully successful.
So
that's a threatening relationship because that person moved back. So they moved. The company decided to send me back to Jersey. Oh, you in trouble, nigga.
Soulmate back. Yeah.
So you got to look at that too because that's going to always change. But if you start having problems at a certain point, and it's only been a year, it's only been 2 years, and then it's been rocky ever since. You know what I mean? Then that's what you look at and say,
shit,
okay,
you could. So in that sense, you could have an unsuccessful 12-year relationship because the whole 12 years y'all was just
could have been
beefing.
trash.
Yeah, y'all could have just been life partners at that, or just been y'all roommates at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People have marriages.
Let me ask you something. Was you a little bit sad, man, when they when you had to separate the cheeks?
Yeah, I was hurt, but I had to make the decision that was healthy for the relationship.
Yeah.
Like I was hurt like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna keep it being. I tried.
So do you like now that they separated one over here, one over here? Do you bring an extra joint over here for this house, or extra joint for this house, and you got double cheeks?
What I do with one partner and we have a fun, that's a personal situation.
So
What I
that's
do
a
with
yes.
the other partner and we have a fun, that's that.
You know what? That's
situation.
strange. That's strange right there because when you have one over here, and you say, when I'm over here with Sheila, when we bring a person in, that don't got nothing to do with you, but you still bringing that person in, but that's still your girl over there. That's a difficult
But
balance.
am I bringing a person in for just a night, or am I bringing the person in because I want to invest time in a relationship?
No, just for a night. I'm
Just
talking
for a
about
night.
just
A night ain't up because I've been a swinger for 20 years.
Okay.
That's
So,
understandable.
Yeah.
When we were together, we would go find girls or whatever. We would
Oh,
bring
okay.
girls.
Are they
in and
allowed to
all
get
that
dick?
stuff, whatever, so and so. Now conversation has to be had.
Mhm.
I've had partners that they are allowed to talk to other people, but it would only be couples. It wouldn't be single men, and that's one of my barriers.
Okay.
So
So they
let's
can
just
get
say-
dick from a husband.
So let's say if I bring her on as a partner, right? You know, we're cool. We decide like, you know what, our vibe is cool. You know what I mean? I'm interested in this is that. So what does this look like? Are you going to just date me? Are you going to just date women, whatever, so and so, or would you like to interact with guys outside of there? And then what I ask is make sure it's a couple, not a single guy. So you can date a couple, you can play with a couple, because you
I'm a
know you got to
unicorn.
think unicorn. So in the swinger lifestyle, a lot of people don't play with single men. You know what I mean? They play with couples and all that. It's a lot easier. Not saying that there's not no stand-up guys in the swinger community, but it's a lot easier to find a married guy and his wife is okay with it.
Yeah.
And they don't have no intentions past just to playing.
How do you check the credentials? Because I heard niggas got little ways to scam that now. They come in with a fake bitch that's not they really their wife. Or, you
Fake marriage
Yeah,
certificate,
you
all
know,
that
Door
shit.
date is
no,
what
but
they
you
call
gotta.
it.
But what you do is you vibe. You see, you know, you in a community. You talk to people. You see how often they're there. You see if they come with 5 different women to the club, and you kind of evaluate. So somebody like me, if I haven't seen you, I don't know you. I know you know. I've been 20 years. You know what I mean? And I've been in every swingers club from here to.
Oh, so you
LA.
use condoms?
Yeah, with when I'm playing at like parties. Yeah, with my partners is a different situation. You see what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you got to do it because you don't know People, you like when you go to a club, you don't know everybody's status. They could tell you whatever, but the clubs are
you
not.
can't-
How do you
Actually, the next day
calibrate your
anyway.
sensors?
The-
How do you calibrate your dick sensors?
That's a good question, bro.
How do you calibrate your dick?
Yeah,
What you mean,
yeah.
like-
Did you get like a special operator? Like, how do you go back and forth from gloved up to bare knuckle?
I mean, it's hard. You know, it's hard because then
hard
you'll
is
be like,
that?
because it's the sensation. If you are
okay.
fucking raw for a year and then you got to go back to that, you got to get used to that. You
That
like,
shit
damn, I don't
trash.
feel- Yeah,
That
that
shit
shit
trash.
That shit.
When I say trash,
Yeah, so-
I'm talking
No,
about.
I understand because like sometimes like with rubbers, like
Yeah.
everybody don't have the same, so some might dry a female out and then the sex.
So
But
it's
imagine
not
what
just
us
that. You
is
just gotta-
literally cutting off
and then
the
guys, right?
Yeah.
So I understand.
But a lot of times when that, it's the thrill of being with a new person that will equal it out.
Mentally,
Right,
mentally,
most
mentally,
Mentally,
That's
it's the
crazy.
thrill of a new thing, but then eventually you might be like, oh no, this shit ain't.
You can't even
You
get
know what I
hard
mean?
in the
But
condom.
Yeah, nah. You
That
soon as the
whole
kind of
thrill-
rapper come out, you just your dick
but you
goes
gotta
in.
vibe with
Yeah.
them also. Like that
Everybody
vibe has
different.
to be there.
But now, when you're, but so you know this, when you doing swinger stuff, you're having sex recreationally and socially, so it's different. So it's not like these people you trust because you've been dating this girl or talking to her and seeing what her life about. You meeting somebody random on the fly at a club. She could have fucked 5 niggas before she got to you. You don't know what she did at the club. You have to act like that girl has fucked, before she came to you in the next room. You know what I mean? You have to maneuver like that because you don't know. You can ask somebody, hey, did you
And-
play tonight? But
And when you take your girl to the swinger club, do she gotta like stay within your vision, or can she just like go in that room and close the door? Like
me
what-
personally, or
Yeah.
just in general?
You personally.
You personally.
So me is different because I'm a real popular person. So everybody is coming to us. You know what I mean? And where I'm at in my career with my brand and my likeness, I don't play at the clubs anymore, right? Because I used to. That was my thing. When I started off 20 years ago, the person that introduced me took me to the club, and she just wanted me to fuck her in front of the whole crowd. And that's one of my biggest turn-ons. I'm sitting here talking to y'all, and she gunning me right here, and I'm just sipping whiskey, talking to y'all, whatever, so-and-so. And you like, nigga, you just going, I'm smacking my dick on her forehead, fucking her face, and you like, bro, you just going to not break the fucking conversation? Nah, I'm cool. That's what I do, right? And that's my turn-on. And hey, listen, that was some serious shit. But once I got to a certain point in my brand and people start recognizing, oh, that's the bull, so this, that, motherfucker might try to record, you know what I mean? So I had to fall back from that. So with the fucking, I might fuck a girl face, whatever, so like, but I'm usually, if you see me at the club, I got my partner and we got 2 girls on her knees and I'm like, eat her pussy. All right, come over here, put this one dick in your mouth. So I'm doing shit like that. You see what I'm saying? But then when it comes to the fucking, I'm gonna go privately. And now, because I gotta cut the line off when you get a certain point in your career and your brand mean everything. That should pay my bills. So I can't have somebody, say something
Ruining your
goofy.
brand.
Yeah. So
Put a video up and say, man, he fucking taking it from the girls at the fucking joint. Yeah, you don't need no bad reputation.
yeah.
Cause so my man Slice, he wants to do Glory Hole, right?
Don't listen to this fruit.
I used to host a glory hole party called Wet Mouth Wednesday.
He was there. He was the wet mouth.
Bro, hey, look, hey, cut my mic off.
that logo came from? That's that nigga mouth.
Bro, he lining you up, bro.
He got me before I got
He
him.
be getting me. He be trying to lie me. Listen, I appreciate you coming out.
Oh
We
man,
passed the time, man.
listen. No, listen. This shit was dope, man. Listen, I'm trying to put y'all on the squirt game, bro.
Bro,
This
listen,
nigga been trying to.
listen,
Bro,
man, listen,
Squirt game, bro.
listen.
Trying to put y'all on, bro.
Magic King, Sir Leezus, and Squirt Gang. That's
Yeah.
what
Squirt
we
game,
get
bro.
t-shirts,
Bro,
man.
we could get some shirts made, bro.
Hey, listen, I'll bring you to an event. You can make a girl squirt there. I'll give you a Find Your Kink
My
t-shirt.
girl-
Hold on,
my girl will
and-
fucking kill me.
My bad.
Or you, GB
professional.
GB must got a new girl he talking about.
He been
you
shut
can make
out.
GB girl squirt. Y'all,
no.
Yeah, they even send him back to him. So he
Hey, bro.
I make my girl squirt. nigga.
I'm a professional, bro.
Me too.
I'm a professional.
so this
man.
is like tall GB, short regular GB.
We do look alike.
You know what I
So
mean?
she might,
Short LEEZUS.
She might think this nigga handsome.
Yeah,
Nah.
Yeah, man.
we can have a squirt off.
Babe, man, thank you. You can't even come and talk at the live and shit. You can't even come to the live show no more.
Yo, we appreciate y'all, man. That's the end of the Talk Heavy podcast. Gizzo Talk Heavy family, listen. We on Chocolate Chip and Sip podcast, episode 215. I'm gonna put the link right below. Make sure y'all go check it out, man. We bombed on that thing. Y'all know how Talk Heavy do. Listen, don't miss it. Go show my girl Story P some love. Go check out the episode. Go show us some love. Tap in, leave a comment, let her know that Talk Heavy whole world family is gonna be in the building. Also, if you in the city, man, or you ain't in the city, get in the city. April 13th live show. Link in the bio somewhere. Find the show, man. Live Nation. Come check us out. It's gonna be a mother effing movie. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. Back on that shit, no, you hate a little nigga. New hoes wanna fuck up, my paper got bigger. Tell me pull up and I'm standing on business. Whole squad blicky duck shit, we came from the trenches. Sipping the juice to get realer and realer. These burgers that's killing my liver. Never duck shots from a nigga, but I call shots from a nigga. On block with the killers. Came up was broke on the block talking pride. Now I'm on the block getting richer. Out in the field, I do weather the storm. I promise I'm really about what I'm spitting. You niggas faking, I knew you before. We all picked up guns, you not with the tipping. Bitches ain't love me, I grew up some more. And that she wanted to call me about the position. Drop my first tape and I blew up some more. Then started a label with pops in the kitchen. Dipping, faded all runs, now I'm rolling, I'm tripping. Zooming, swearing a lot, now I'm tinted. Booted, with two bad bitches up in it, I pin it. I did it, they hate how I'm living 100%. I ride for my niggas.
Chocolate chip and sip all day, every day.
Talk Heavy podcast, man. You guys did a brilliant job.
Highly recommend for a girls' night out, or I need to spice up my life. Listen, don't miss the next one, okay? Click the link in my bio, get updates. I love you guys.
Me, nigga, to give me, you gotta be bold. I was done bad, all on my own. Came in with the bag, off of the floor. Now it's all vibes, I'll be in the zone.